Hey, what's up guys? Andy here, and today we're reviewing over Fairy Tail episode 305 titled White Dragneel. Now I do want to say I fangirled or fanboyed, whatever you want to call it, out on this episode hard. Not only did we finally get the reveal in the anime of what Larcade looks like, and I will go ahead and say this now, as you can tell by the thumbnail, they went all out on his character look. It is badass. Other than that, we got to see a really cool little scene with Mira. We got to see a cute little scene with Yukino and Serrano, which, you know, it was kind of the worst part of the episode, and it was still really cool. So, like, if that tells you anything about this episode, it's gonna be amazing. We got to see Inbel's magic, which is really busted. We got to see all this other stuff, and God Serena came to the front lines, and yeah, Gildarts is back, and he's hungry. But we'll talk about all that and more in the review. I just really want to get into this, because I am super hyped. I just finished the episode, and I am like, oh my god. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if y'all want to, or you want to help the channel out in general, and let's get right into this episode. We start the episode off pretty paranormal with a little recap from last week, but that doesn't last long because we jump right into new material, where we get our typical hero moment of the week. Half-naked girl being bound and tied, which I'm okay with it because it's Mira and this happens every week, so whatever. Move to our intro, and the worst thing happens for Mira here. Fucking August, Brandish, and Irene, which I guess it's good that Brandish showed up, or she would probably be like, no, not even probably, she would be dead right now. Because Irene says, I'll go with you, August, because they're gonna meet up at the guild hall with Zareth. But she says, I insist on finishing her first, and that's when August, poof, shoots a ray of light right at Mira and says he punctured her heart. Which he did, but we'll talk about that, because the title card is White Dragneel. You already know where that's going. But we cut over to Elfman's gang here, and Yukino is talking about her sister, in Serrano's there, which is her sister, or Angel, whatever you want to call her, and she says, you can't have a sinner for an older sister like me. Someday if my sins can ever be forgiven, you know, I'd love to be back in your life and whatever, but it was a cute scene nonetheless. But Lizana comes back, and we find out that Brandish did in fact save Mira's life, using her magic to soothe up the wound, like close it up, and the 12 are gathering at the guild hall. We get to see Larcade here. He saves Demaria, which we find out that all of the 12 are pretty much being saved and brought back, but Larcade saved her, and look how badass he looks there. That's not even a close-up of him. Cutting back over to the guild hall, though, Invel froze Mavis completely, and Zareth tells him he's like, unfreeze her. It pains me to rob her of her mobility again. And he has this thing on her neck, which makes her thoughts like confuzzled, where she can't really think too good for herself, and she kind of just listens. She can still control her actions, just not very well. It's really weird how they did it, because we hear her talking in her subconscious, but she doesn't, like, she can't act upon her feelings, I guess. I'm not sure how it worked, but we'll get back to that in a minute. So, right behind Zareth, we find out that all 12 members of the Spriggan are here, which 3 of them did not make it in their normal bodies, we'll talk about it, but also 1 million people as their army. But Nineheart reincarnated God Serena, Bloodman, and Wall because they are confirmed dead. Yeah, they are fucked. I mean, Bloodman we kind of knew, but God Serena got fucked up pretty nice too. But here's the whole Spriggan 12. This is such an amazing scene, and I really pondered making it the thumbnail. But I just love the picture of Larcade so much. Oh, it's so good. But we cut over here, and I can't remember if this scene was in the very beginning of Season 3. I swear to God I've seen it before. I don't know if it was in the manga, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it animated. I thought this was in episode 1, but somebody will let me know in the comments down below. I'm not exactly sure. But after that, we kind of get like our little troops here. So like the troops are ready to go, and Natsu and Gray do their little thing where they're making it, a competition between them. And that was a nice little throwback in my opinion anyway. But they're on the battlefield fighting, and then Wendy and the rest of the troops show up. Wendy comes flying in, Sky Dragon roar, and then we find out everyone else is there, and that's when dragons sprout out of the ground, and God Serena appears, which he had my favorite line of the entire episode. God Serena, Kulp's version, has made his godly descent. And, he's pretty much about to fuck everybody up, and his magic gets shattered, and Gildarts shows up, he's like, yo. And you see Kanna's face, like, you can tell she's proud, and she's, like, still ready to fight, but deep down, she's, like, really happy to see him. And the last scene is Gildarts saying, I'm hungry, I want back into our guild hall, so he's about to wreck all these motherfuckers, which, couldn't Fairy's Law do the same thing? I don't know. I don't remember if there's a reason why he can't use it no more or not, but that was the end of the episode, gang, and I am really loving the series right now. Every episode is just more hype and hype and hype, which some people may not like. I'm a huge fan of, as you can obviously tell. That's why I watch Fairy Tail, but as for an overall story, it's not bad either. I mean, I don't know how they're going to beat him this time around. I mean, Gildarts is going to smash God Serena, obviously, because God Serena got one-shotted by Agnologia, and Gildarts kind of just lost an arm to him. So, I mean, take it as you will, he's got God Serena. Plus, he's a lot stronger now, so. And this is a reincarnated version, so I don't think he'll be as strong. But Larcade gets introduced. Gildarts is back, baby. Invel's magic is really fucking cool. I love it. If him and Gray don't fight, I'm gonna be pissed, to be honest. But other than that, gang, I guess that's it for me. This video has probably gone on long enough, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you did end up enjoying this video, or you just want to help the channel grow in general. It'd be much appreciated, and let me know in the comments down below if that was actually in episode 1 of season 3 or not, because I'm really confused on that. But I guess that's it for me, gang. Peace out.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere, I swear.